Welcome back to the Married After Midnight podcast with Jake and Tasha. Do you want to say hello, Tasha?
Hello.
Okay. Abrupt. So today we are reading a story on No Sleep called I'm a Long-Haul Truck Driver. I've stopped for a lost kid on a deserted highway in the dead of night. The question he asked is why I don't drive anymore.
It sounds really good.
It looks good. I've had a quick glance over it, and I think today we're going with a format where you narrate and I try the voice acting. We'll see how that goes.
Yeah, if you don't like it, we'll just switch it up.
Yeah, see how it goes. Right, hopefully this one's more enjoyable than the last one.
Optimistic.
Well, we went in optimistic about the last one, and neither of us really enjoyed it. So
I think that's because it had like a religion edge to it, though. This one, it sounds.
I don't think it was the religion edge, because I've listened to I've read a few that are like have a religious spin, and they're really good. I just think it was because nothing happened. It was more psychological. It was trying to be more psychological, and that's not really what we were looking for.
Yeah. We wanted to be on the edge of our seats, but it was just nothing new. Yeah,
nothing new. Nothing surprised us. It was just kind of dialogue that didn't really feel too creative in a story.
See, I see this as sort of like when you go to the cinema to watch a spooky movie, you want to be scared.
Yeah.
I want to come away from it questioning if it was real or not.
I feel like there wasn't multiple ways to interpret that last story. The what was it called again? The I met someone at a bar turned out to be the devil. It's just kind of like there was not much to interpret.
The main character was also so two-dimensional. He just was not likable.
Yeah. I think overall it was a good story if you were looking for that, but I just don't think it was what we were looking for.
Yeah. Hopefully this is better.
Hopefully this is more. We have some big ones like lined up. I really want to read Boroscus with Tasha. I've read it before, but she's never, and she doesn't know a thing about it. But the problem is with that is it's a very long story, so we're gearing up to that one. Yeah,
this isn't what I usually read at all.
No, there's not enough smut in this. Your usual ones.
Outing me like that.
Right. You're ready. Oh, sorry. No, when you're ready.
This happened a few years back. I was doing long haul, mostly cross-country routes. The kind that you take through the vast stretches of nothing. You know the ones. Where the radio turns to static for hours and the only sign of life is the occasional pair of headlights going the other way, miles apart. I was young, eager for the miles, the money, didn't mind the solitude, or so I thought. The route I was on took me across a long, desolate stretch of highway that ran between the borders of two large governmental territories. I don't want to say exactly where, but think big, empty spaces, lots of trees, not much else. It was notorious among drivers for being a dead zone. No signal, no towns for hundreds of miles either side, and prone to weird weather. Most guys tried to hit it during daylight, but schedules are schedules, and mine had me crossing it deep in the night. I remember the feeling.
Utter blackness.
I know, you just took a massive gulp.
Did I? Oh, it's gonna that'll be picked up. Could have wet my mouth. I've done a lot of talking.
I remember the feeling, utter blackness outside, the sweep of my headlights, the kind of dark that feels like it's pressing in on the cab. The only sounds were the drone of the diesel engine, the hiss of the air brakes now and then, and the rhythmic thrum of the tyres on asphalt. Hypnotic. Too hypnotic. I'd been driving for about 10 hours, with a short break a few states back. Coffee was wearing off. The dashboard lights were a dull green glow, comforting in a way, but also making the darkness outside seem even more absolute. My eyelids felt like they were lead weights attached. You fight it, slap your face, roll down the window for a blast of cold air, crank up whatever music you can find that hasn't dissolved into static. I was doing all of that. It must be around 2 or 3 a.m. I was in that weird state where you're not quite asleep, but not fully awake either, like your brain is running on a low power mode. The white lines on the road were starting to blur together, stretching and warping. Standard fatigue stuff. I remember blinking hard, trying to refocus.
So far, I think it's painting a really good picture.
Yeah, the
I really like the
storytelling
description.
is there.
Yeah, I really like the description. I feel like I can really picture like the truck going down the highway.
See, at first I thought like Texas, and then he said about the trees, and then I thought, oh, it could be like the border.
See,
of Canada and stuff.
I'm looking at that like it's kind of like the South, and
Yeah.
it's deserty, and there's just a few trees. I'm not thinking like forest or wilderness. Like, I'm thinking very, which could be, it could go either way. It could be like a really creepy forest he's driving through, but I've definitely pictured like more of a desert.
Yeah, more of a desert.
Yeah,
like
with a few trees
those
scattered.
like really like cowboy trees that have no leaves on.
Yeah, kind of. That's how I've pictured it anyway. But
So
we'll see.
far, it's good. I like. I'm hooked.
So far, you want to know what when he sees
saw.
the kid and what he
Yeah.
saw. Yeah, exactly. So this is what we wanted out of the last story.
Yeah, absolutely. That's when I saw it, or thought I saw it. Just a flicker at the edge of my headlights, on the right shoulder of the road. Small, low to the ground. For a split second, I registered a shape, vaguely human-like, and then it was gone, swallowed by the darkness as I passed. My first thought, deer or coyote. Common enough, but it hadn't moved like an animal. It had been upright. My brain, sluggish as it was, tried to process it. Too small for an adult, too still for an animal startled by a rig. Then the logical part, the part that was still trying to keep me safe on the road, chimed in. You're tired. Seeing things, it happens, and I almost accepted that. I really did. Shook my head, took a swig of lukewarm water from the bottle beside me, kept my eyes glued to the road ahead. The image, though, kind of stuck. A small, upright shape, like a child. This reminds me of the stories of like Wendigos. Have you ever watched them on YouTube?
Yeah, I've seen Wendigos, but
Where it's like it acts something like something else.
yeah, but I guess, yeah. I think it's because I've pictured the desert. Wendigos are more of a forest, so maybe it could be like more of a forest setting. But
It just reminded me of that.
it could be. Oh, Wendigos is a good shout. It didn't cross my mind, but
And
that's a
then
very
it
good
also
shout.
reminded me of those deers that you see on YouTube that have like, they've been shot but have got like this flesh-eating like bacteria
What
on them.
YouTube videos are you
Yeah,
watching?
it's like creepy.
Yeah, those deers that have been shot. I love them videos. What?
No, just like that where they're dead but they're still running around.
No,
It's,
I've never seen those videos.
It's like this like really creepy virus, and it goes round, and like technically the deer is like brain dead, but it's still like walking around. It's like got half its face missing.
No, that sounds like a smut film you were watching.
What?
What on earth?
No way, I told myself. Out here, middle of nowhere, middle of the night? Impossible. Kids don't just wander around on interterrestrial highways of 3 a.m. It had to be a trick of the light, a bush, my eyes playing games. I've seen weirder things born of exhaustion, shadows that dance, trees that look like figures. It's a part of the job when you're pushing your limits. I drove on for maybe another 30 seconds, the image fading, my rational mind starting to win. Just a figment. Then I glanced at the passenger side mirror. Habit, always checking.
Yeah. You do that when you drive. You check your glance constantly. I notice you do it when you walk. You check your blind spots when you walk, when you drive a lot.
I feel like that's a dig.
No. No, it's just I'm relating with the story. Yeah. Fellow long haul driver.
Fuck off. No way. Your long haul is like the, what do you call it?
My 4-minute commute to work every morning.
I was going to say your trucking simulator.
Oh, yeah.
Where you like have the fan on and put your arm out.
Open the window and put my arm out the window. On my second monitor, I have a like B-roll on YouTube of the highway going the other way.
You actually?
Yeah. No. I would. That's a thing. I would. I don't even know if it's a thing.
You strike me as like when you have the whole setup. You know, the people with like the full-on like rigs. And like, you know, when it's a crash car almost.
Problem is with that game is I get mad in traffic, and it's AI I'm getting mad at because they drive like idiots.
You can't get out and beat them up.
No. So I just honk at them.
I drove on for maybe another 30 seconds, the image fading, my rational mind starting to win. Just a figment. Then I glanced at my passenger side mirror. Habit. Always checking. And my blood went cold. Not just cold. It felt like it turned to slush. There, illuminated faintly by the red glow of my trailer lights, receding into the distance, was the reflection of a small figure, standing on the shoulder of the road, exactly where I thought I'd seen something. It wasn't a bush. It wasn't a shadow. It was small, and it was definitely standing there, unmoving as my truck pulled further and further away. My heart started hammering against my ribs. This wasn't fatigue. This was real. There was someone, something, back there, and it looked tiny. Every instinct screamed at me. Danger, wrong, keep going. But another voice, the one that makes us human, I suppose whispered something else. A kid, alone out here? What if they're hurt, lost? I fought with myself for a few seconds, stretched into an eternity. The image in the mirror was getting fainter, smaller. If I didn't act now, they'd be lost in the darkness again. God, the thought of leaving a child out there, if that's what it was, against my better judgment, against that primal urge just to floor it, I made a decision. I slowed the rig, the air brakes hissing like angry snakes. I pulled over to the shoulder, the truck groaning in protest, put on my hazards, their rhythmic flashing cutting into the oppressive blackness. Then I did what you're never supposed to do with a full trailer on a narrow shoulder. I started to reverse, slowly, carefully. My eyes flickering between the mirrors, trying to keep the trailer straight, trying to relocate that tiny figure. The crunch of gravel under the tyres sounded unnaturally loud. It took a minute, maybe 2, but it felt like an hour. The red glow of my taillights eventually washed over the spot again, and there it was. A kid.
What would you do in that situation?
I would just drive. Fuck the kid.
No, you would not.
Yeah.
If it was an actual... So say we're driving somewhere late at night. We're driving back from holiday, leaving the airport late at night. We're taking some back roads and you drive past a little boy that's about 8 years old. You would not say, fuck that kid and drive off.
But if there's other people...
The dead road.
Not
no one's
my
there.
responsibility.
No one's there. It's just us.
Just us. And you see a kid.
Just standing there.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how scary looking is he?
He's just normal kid. Normal kid.
What, Minecraft jumper?
No. No, just like...
Roblox in hand?
In his jammies. He's in his jammies.
In his jammies.
Yeah, he's in his jammies.
Fuck, I'd probably have to
Exactly,
pull over,
yeah. You say you would drive off, but you wouldn't.
Or I would discuss it with you, stop the car and call the police.
Well, let's see what he says, because if the kid's got, like, flesh melting off his face, then I think it would be just to drive off, but we don't know. Yeah, he hasn't described the kid yet.
My instant reaction would be, oh my God, call the police. Followed by the ambulance, and maybe let's put our hazards on. If the kid starts running on all fours up to the car, fuck the kid. We're off. Yeah,
I feel like I would sit in the car for a second and let the kid approach. Oh, that sounds awful.
You've done this before.
I don't know. Let's see what happens.
A kid. I stopped the truck so my cab was roughly alongside them, maybe 10 feet away. Switched on the high beams, hoping to get a better look, and also to make myself clearly visible as just a truck, not something else. So he was nervous as well.
Yeah.
The kid was...
Well, he already said he didn't want to stop, but his, like, humanity made him stop.
Yeah, I feel like we would do the same.
Exactly, yeah. You don't want to stop, but...
Out of better judgment.
On the case of what if.
Yeah. The kid was small. Really small. I guess maybe 6, 7 years old. Hard to tell in the glare. They were just standing there on the edge of the gravel shoulder, right where the trees begun, the woods pressed in close on the stretch of road. Tall, dark pines and dense undergrowth that looked like a solid black wall just beyond the reach of my lights. The kid wasn't looking at me. They were sort of parallel to the road, just walking slowly, like they were on a stroll, completely oblivious to the massive 18-wheeler that had just pulled up beside them. Engine rumbling, lights blazing. They were wearing what looked like pyjamas. Thin, light-coloured pyjamas. What are the chances?
Trust me, I know what demonic kids look like.
Yeah, but he's just walking. He doesn't even acknowledge that.
So it's either two scenarios here. He's like in serious stranger danger mode. Like, Mummy said, don't look.
Yeah.
Or if I was a truck driver, I would get like a few stones, start throwing them at him, and if he doesn't react, like throwing some, like, hey kid, like.
Well, I'd first start talking to him.
Yeah. Throw some stones, try and get a reaction. If you're not getting a reaction out of him, fucking leave. Yeah.
Get out of there.
Yeah.
I think I'd be on the phone to 999.
Yeah, but they probably don't have service out there.
Oh, yeah.
Which I think, I don't know about America.
Don't they have like a panic button on the...
Yeah, in England, the whole of England's covered by emergency services.
Yeah.
But I don't know if America's the same. America's much bigger.
There's got to be like a panic button on the lorry.
No, lorries. These things are like old bumpkin redneck things, aren't they? So
Is there
they're
not
very
like
old-fashioned. No, they don't
can
have a
press
panic
a thing on like the radio and it sends out an express...
I don't panic in my rig.
What the fuck?
I'm not afraid. I own these roads.
Okay.
Wait.
Thin, light coloured pyjamas. In the chill of the night. No coat, no shoes that I could see. My mind reeled. This was wrong. So many levels of wrong. I killed the engine. The sudden silence was almost deafening, amplifying the crickets, the rustle of leaves in the woods from a breeze I couldn't feel in my cab. My heart was still thumping, a weird mix of fear and adrenaline, and a dawning sense of responsibility. I rolled down the window. The night air hit me, cold and damp, carrying the scent of pine and wet earth. Hey!
Hey.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, it's you, innit?
Hey! Too aggressive? Hey!
I called out, my voice sounding hoarse, too loud in the quiet.
Hey, kid!
That's actually really good. I like that. No response. They kept walking, one small bare foot in front of the other, at a pace that was taking them absolutely nowhere fast. Their head was down, slightly. I couldn't see their face properly.
Kid, are you alone? Are you okay?
Are you alone? Are you alone?
Oh my god.
You what the hell? That's your first question?
Hey kid, you single? How did I just improvise? Well, let me go again.
Are you getting too into it?
Kid, are you okay?
I tried again, louder this time. Slowly, so slowly, the kids stopped. They didn't turn their head fully, just sort of angled it at a fraction, enough that I could see a pale silver cheek in the spill of my headlights.
It kind of like he gave him like an anime side eye.
Yeah. I think that kid so far sending all the wrong signals.
Well, it's a no sleep story. He's not going to be a little nice kid. He got in the van, we took him back to his mama, and he was really happy afterwards.
Yeah, I guess. I'm still trying to look at it from if I stumbled.
I guess that's a way to look at it.
If I
think it's a
stumbled
way
on
to
this
look at
kid,
it.
I'd be looking for signs of some sort of humanity.
I think I'm being miserable there. I think that's the way to look at it. You want every story to be good, like to turn out happy, but it won't.
Okay.
Right. Still not looking at me.
Still not looking at me, still ignoring the multi-ton machine idling beside them.
He loves this truck, doesn't he?
He's a trucker.
Every time he spoke about it, he's used some
this machine
prefix
is my wife.
on how good it is.
Yeah. Like, he loves it. Well, I think you've got to, because imagine you're spending 14 hours a day.
Yeah, but imagine it was us, the person in that position. A shiny silver car, engine died, and it's like, then our 4-door.
Isofix.
Our lights blinding like 2 suns.
Yeah, when you put it like that.
I don't know, we're being critical of
how much
just descriptive words. Yeah, it's not even that. It's just kind of painting the picture. We need something to make fun of. That's the problem.
Yeah, we feel a bit.
And the story's been pretty good so far, so it's.
Yeah, I don't want to make fun of the kid yet. Prickle of unease ran down my spine. Not the normal kind of unease. This was deeper, colder. Animals act weird sometimes, but kids? A lost kid should be scared, relieved, something. This was nothing. What are you doing? Oh, sorry, I keep doing that.
So those little marks, that means it's for me.
Sorry.
Okay. What we could do next time, just to help, is we could put it in a text file and color coordinate it.
My dyslexic ass.
What are you doing here all alone?
I asked, trying to keep my voice calm, friendly, like you're supposed to with a scared kid, even though this one didn't seem scared at all.
It's the middle of the night.
Silence. Just the sound of the bare feet scuffing softly along the gravel as they took another step, then another, as if my presence was a minor inconvenience, a background noise they were choosing to ignore. This wasn't right. My internal alarm bells were clanging louder now. My hand hovered near the gear stick. Part of me wanted to slam it into drive and get the hell out of there. But the image of this tiny child, alone, possibly in shock, I couldn't just leave, could I?
Where are your parents?
I pushed, my voice a bit sharper than I intended.
Are you lost? Listen to me, you little shit. I'm trying to help you.
The kid ran away. No. Finally, the kid stopped walking completely. They turned their head just a little more, still not looking directly at my cab, more towards the front of my truck.
My big, beautiful cab.
Into the glare of the headlights. I could see their face a bit better now, pale, featureless in the harsh light, like a porcelain doll. Small, dark smudges that might have been eyes. No expression. None. Not fear, not sadness, not relief. Just blank. An unreadable slate. Then a small, thin...
Hold on, just before you continue... Oh, wait, the bread's going again. Do you need to deal with that?
I'm going to have to get the bread.
Jesus.
It looks good. It looks really good. It's like the loaf I made yesterday.
So where it says, like, pale, featureless in the harsh light, like a porcelain doll.
Yeah.
That's, like, quite a weird, like a unsettling image with a child. I would be gone then. I would be gone. I wouldn't have cut my engine on my truck as well. I would have left that thing running.
I don't think I would have left. At this point, realistically.
It could be cold.
It looked like he hasn't got any shoes on. He hasn't got a coat on. The poor boy's in his jammies.
Did it say he didn't have shoes on?
Yeah, he's got no shoes on. He's just bare feet against the gravel. And it sort of looks like he's been abducted, has escaped.
Yeah, I guess. And he
may have not seen sunlight for however long. You don't know the circumstances.
It's kind of weird how our views have completely 180'd.
Yeah.
Like you were run and now I'm run. No, you were run, I was stay.
I think I was run because I knew the preface of the story.
Yeah.
But after seeing, well, you don't see, but after hearing what he looked like, it doesn't sound like he's a monster. It just sounds like he's a kid that sounds like he's been through a lot of trauma. So maybe just, I know you'd be.
Or he could be. He could be a demon. That's also a possibility.
That is a possibility.
Right.
Then a thin, small voice, like a rustle of dry leaves.
Lost?
Just one word, hung in the air between us. Relief washed over me, quickly followed by a fresh wave of concern. Okay, lost. That's something I can deal with.
Okay, kid. Lost is okay. We can fix lost. Where do you live? Where are you going?
The kid finally, slowly turned their head fully towards the cab. Towards me. I still couldn't make out much detail in their face. The angle, the light, something was obscuring it, keeping it sort of shadowy vagueness despite the headlights. But I could feel their gaze. It wasn't like a normal kid's look. There was weight to it, an intensity that was deeply unsettling for such a small form.
Home?
The kid said, that thin, reedy voice.
Trying to get home? My kid voice isn't as great.
It's okay.
Needs some work. Yeah, no. Right. Home. Where is home?
I asked, leaning forward a bit, trying to project reassurance.
Is it near here? Do you wander off the campsite? A car?
There were no campsites for miles, no broken down cars on the shoulder. I knew that. The kid didn't answer that question directly. Instead, they took a small step towards a truck, then another. My hand tensed on the door handle, ready to open it. To offer. To offer what? A ride? Shelter? I didn't know.
It's cold out here,
I said, stating the obvious.
You should get in. We can get you warm, and I could call for help when you get to a spot with a signal.
My CB was useless, just static. My phone had shown no service for the last hour. The kid stopped about 5 feet from my passenger door, still in that pale, thin pyjama-like outfit, barefoot on the sharp gravel. They should be shivering, crying. They were doing neither.
Can you help me?
The kid asked. The voice was still small, but there was a different inflection to it now. Less flat, a hint of something else. Something pleading, maybe?
Yeah, I think you completely...
No,
I've skipped over. Okay, never mind. Yeah, sorry, my reading comprehension. Yeah, of course I can help you.
I said.
That's why I stopped. Where are your parents? How did you get here?
The kid tilted their head. A jerky, unnatural little movement.
I just imagine...
Yeah, anime style.
Yeah.
For some reason, I also imagine him to have a bowl cut. The kid.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because it's
I just imagine like Bart Simpson, which I
really,
that probably on my mind because of
yeah.
recently, but like pajamas, a little bit of a belly, a little bit of spiky blonde hair. Like I'm just imagining a really innocent boy.
Oh, see, I imagine like A bit like the boy from the movie that takes the piss and he goes, teriyaki?
Yeah, like kind of like black, dark hair, pale. Yeah, that's...
bowl cut.
Yeah.
Deadpan cut across the forehead.
Yeah, but it hasn't really mentioned, like, if he was well-dressed or, like, raggedy.
Well,
I'd like to know that, because I'm imagining him, like, thin pyjamas, but that's just pyjamas, isn't it? It just means summer, you wear thin pyjamas.
Yeah, but it's winter, isn't it?
See, I'm just picturing, like, a well-dressed normal boy, but with, like, not many perfections, blonde, washed out. Did he mention hair colour? I don't think he did.
We've just
See,
assumed.
I think blonde is, like, a bit optimistic for a scary story as well.
We've filled in the blanks, haven't we?
Right, let's carry on, see what happens. Where were we again?
It's you.
Oh, yeah. The kid tilted their head in a jerky, unnatural little movement. They're waiting at home. Oh, okay. And where's home? What direction?
I gestured vaguely up and down the empty highway. The kid didn't point down the road. They made a small, subtle gesture with their head. A little nod towards the trees, towards the impenetrable darkness of the woods lining the highway.
In there. God, my kid voice is really open. It kills my throat. It kills my throat. Maybe I'm doing too much. Maybe I'm going to change it up. Hold on. In there?
The kid said. My stomach clenched.
In the woods? Your home is in the woods? Lost?
The kid repeated, as if that explained everything.
Trying to find the path. It's dark. Yeah, kid, it's dark. It's very dark.
I agreed, my eyes scanning the tree line. It looked like a solid wall of black. No sign of any path, any habitation, just dense, old-growth forest. The kind of place you could get lost in for days, even in daylight.
Kid, can you come out?
The kid asked.
Help me look? It's not far. I can't see it from here.
Now this is the point where you get the hell out of Dodge. He's asked him to leave the cab.
Yeah, I'd be like, listen, you got two options, kid. Get in the cab with me and I'll take you back to town. Or die, basically. Yeah, because I'm not going in. The moron's going to go in. It's annoying because I actually like the MC at the moment, but he is...
What does MC mean?
Main character.
Okay.
But he's probably going to do something really stupid now.
I mean, look at it from the other perspective. Kids come up to you and ask you to get out your car. I think you'd get out your car.
I mean, reading the first, literally the first line of the next sentence, he's going to 100% go into their woods.
Say goodbye. Every rational thought in my head screamed, no, get out of the truck. In the middle of nowhere, in the pitch dark, with this strange child who wanted me to go to the woods. No, absolutely not. But the kid looked so small, so vulnerable. If there was even a tiny chance they were telling the truth, that their house was just a little way in, and they were genuinely lost.
I don't think that's a good idea, buddy,
I said, trying to sound gentle.
It's dangerous in there, especially at night, for both of us. Best thing you can do is hop in here with me. We'll drive until we get signal, and then I'll call the police, or the ranger. They can help you get home real properly.
The kid just stood there, that blank, unreadable face fixed on me.
But it's right there,
they insisted, their voice a little more insistent now.
Just a little away. I can almost see it. It's you. Just step out, and light from your door would help.
My skin was crawling.
So he never got out of the truck?
He's never got out. The kid's trying to convince him to get out.
Oh.
He's still in his cab.
For some reason I pictured it as he got out the truck, but no, he doesn't.
Set the scene. His hand is literally on the door handle, but every nerve in his body is telling him not to open that door. The kid is on the other side.
Yeah, so the kid's leading him out.
Telling him, get out of your car. Get out, help me. It's just over there. I reckon Susie gets out this cab. On.
You have to critique my kid voice, by the way. I'm really not confident in it.
It's getting better.
It's getting better.
You started off high-pitched.
I think it's too high-pitched.
Now you've got to stick with it.
Yeah.
My skin was crawling. There was something profoundly wrong with this scenario. The way they were trying to coax me out. The lack of normal emotional response. The pyjamas. The bare feet. The woods. I looked closer at the kid, trying to pierce that strange vagueness around their features. My headlights were bright, but it was absorbed, the light, rather than reflected it. Their eyes. I still really couldn't see their eyes. Just dark hollows.
I really think you should get in the truck, kid,
I said, my voice firmer now.
It's warmer in here. We can still figure it out together.
The kid took another step closer. They were almost at my running board now.
Please,
they said, that reedy voice again.
My leg hurts. I can't walk much further. If you could just help me a little, just to the path.
Oh my God, no. My internal conflict was raging. My trucker instincts, honed by years of seeing weird stuff and hearing weirdest stories at truck stops, were blaring warnings. But the human part, the part that saw a child in distress, was still there, still arguing. I was tired. So damn tired. Maybe I wasn't thinking straight. Maybe this was all some bizarre misunderstanding. I squinted, trying to see past the kid, towards the tree line they indicated. There was a faint trail I was missing, a flicker of light deep in the woods. No, nothing. Just blackness. Solid, unyielding blackness. And then I saw it. It wasn't something I saw clearly at first. It was more like an anomaly, a disturbance in the darkness behind the kid. The kid was standing there with her back mostly to the woods, facing my truck. Behind them, the darkness of the forest was absolute, and it should have been. But there was something connected to them, something that stretched from the small of their back, from under the thin pyjama top, and disappeared into the deeper shadow of the trees. At first, I thought maybe it was a trick of the light, a weird shadow cast by the headlights hitting them at an odd angle. Maybe a rope they were dragging, a piece of clothing snagged on by a branch. I leaned forward, trying to get a clearer view. The kid was still talking, their voice a low, persistent murmur.
It's not far. Please, just help me. I'm so cold.
But I wasn't really listening to the words anymore. I was focused on that thing behind them. It wasn't a rope. It wasn't a shadow. It was a tube. A long, dark, thick tube. It seemed to emerge directly from the kid's lower back, impossibly seamless. It was a dark mat, like a strip of the night itself given form, and it snaked its way from the child maybe 10, 15 feet before disappearing to the inky blackness between the two thick pine trunks. It wasn't rigid. It seemed to have a slight, almost imperceptible flexibility.
Jesus, strong word.
Yeah, like a massive, sluggish umbilical cord made of shadow. It didn't reflect any light from my headlamps. It just absorbed it.
Theory, he was just born on that road then and there by a demon, and that's his umbilical cord, and now he's walking home. Boom.
Okay.
I sussed it.
I'm thinking maybe a kid died a couple decades ago and a demon is still using the body to, like, lure in truckers and kill them.
Oh, yeah, it could be like a puppet.
Yeah, like a
thing.
puppet, like a... What did I say at the beginning? Like a Wago?
Yeah.
Like a, just
was he
using
kind
the
of
shell.
implying there was like a figure behind him at the forest?
I'm still not quite sure.
Okay, because that's what I thought he was describing. And I was like, oh, was he describing the tube?
At
when he
first,
said
I
behind
thought...
it. So I thought there was a figure behind him.
Yeah.
I think he was describing the tube, but
the
I'm still
tube.
a bit unsure.
At first I thought it was a figure, then it was like a tube, and now it's an umbilical cord.
Yeah.
So I'm still trying to make up my mind. It just seems like something unnatural. That's the thing I'm getting. Do you want me to carry on?
Yeah. There's a lot of reading for you.
No, it's fine. I like it. My breath hitched in my throat. My blood, which had been cold before, now felt like it had frozen solid. This wasn't just wrong. This was impossible. Unnatural. The kid was still trying to coax me.
Are you going to help me? It's just there. We're so close.
My voice, when I finally found it, was barely a whisper. I couldn't take my eyes off that appendage. That's a wrong word to use.
Why?
Because that's the word that's used in smut.
What does it mean?
It usually means the male part. That's the wrong
That's
word.
a horrible word for it.
Yeah, sorry,
Hey,
throw
do
you off.
do you want to look at my appendage? Like, what is that? It's hardly like sexual.
It means like an object or something on them.
So it's used in the right context.
Yeah, but it's
Just because you've got a dirty mind.
No, don't
It's a
associate.
child,
No,
Tasha.
don't associate me with that with a child. Thank you very much. I'll let you...
No, it's my gun.
Okay.
Kid, what's that behind you?
The kid flinched. Not a big movement. Just a tiny, almost imperceptible tightening of their face frame. Their head, which had been tilted pleadingly, straightened. The blackness of their face seemed to solidify.
What?
They asked, their voice suddenly devoid of all that pleading tone. It was flat again, colder.
That That thing.
I stammered, pointing with a shaking finger.
Coming out of your back. Going into the woods. What is it? It's going into the woods. I think someone's controlling him.
Yeah.
I think it's like a cable. If someone's controlling him going into the woods.
Well, they said it's like an umbilical cord.
Yeah.
Maybe he's like a puppet and that's his just string.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
There's someone controlling him. The only other thing is either that or he was like born from the woods. But yeah, sorry, continue.
The kid didn't turn to look. They didn't need to. Their gaze, those dark, unseen eyes, bored into me.
It's nothing,
they said. Their voice was still small, but it had a new edge to it. A hardness.
You're seeing things. You're tired.
They were using my own realization against me.
No,
I said, my voice gaining a tremor of conviction born of sheer terror.
No, I'm not. I see it. It's right there. It's connected to you.
The kid was silent for a long moment.
I love this, by the way. It's so, like, Captain Obvious. No. There's definitely someone on you. There's definitely 100%. I see it.
The only sound was the thumping of my own heart. So loud, I was sure they could hear it. The crickets had stopped. The wind seemed to die down. An unnatural stillness fell over the scene. Then the kid's face began to change. It wasn't a dramatic movie monster transformation. It was far more subtle, far more terrifying. The blankness didn't leave, but it sharpened. Their pale skin seemed to tighten over their bones. The areas where their eyes were, those dark smudges, seemed to deepen, to become more shadowed, more intense. A flicker of something ancient and utterly alien passed across their features. It wasn't human anger. It was something older, something colder and indefinitely more patient, now strained to its limit. The air in my cab suddenly felt thick, heavy, hard to breathe.
Just come out of the truck,
the kid said, and that voice, oh God, that voice. It wasn't the small, reedy voice of a child anymore. It was deeper, resonant, with a strange, grating undertone, like stones grinding together. It was coming from that small frame, but it was impossibly large, impossibly old. It vibrated in my chest.
Come out now.
The command was absolute. My hand, which had been hovering near the gear stick, now gripped it like a lifeline. My other hand fumbled with the ignition key, which I stupidly left in.
What are you?
I choked out, staring at the monstrous thing playing dress-up in a child's form, at that dark, pulsating tube that was its anchor to the shadows. The kid's head tilted again. That jerky, unnatural movement, the expression on its face, if you could call it that, was one of pure, unaltered annoyance, contempt, like it was practically stupid insect it had failed to swat. Then it spoke, in that same terrible, resonant, grinding voice. The words it said are burned into my memory colder than any winter night.
Why?
It rasped, that sound seeming to scrape inside my skull.
The fuck are humans smarter now? What the fuck is that? Wait, let me go again. The fuck are humans smarter now?
There it was, that one sentence. The sheer cosmic frustration in it, the implication of past encounters of easier prey, the utter alien nature of it. I didn't think, I didn't plan, I reacted. Primal fear, the kind that bypasses all higher brain function, took over. My hand twisted the key. The diesel engine roared back to life. A sudden violent explosion of sound in the horrifying stillness. The kid, the thing, actually recoiled, a small jerky step back. The expression, that awful Titan ancient look, intensified.
Still, it's kind of crazy, isn't it? But I feel like we glossed over that, where it's like, we stopped and laughed because we read the sentence beforehand, where it was like, the fuck are humans smarter now? But it's,
I didn't expect that.
I didn't expect that.
It was quite jarring.
No, I kind of felt like the kid was just a vessel, or like he wasn't. And obviously, I don't know if he's like, oh, if you're right, it could be someone like a Wendigo, or if maybe the puppet thing is right,
I think maybe...
I think the puppet thing could be right. There's something in the forest controlling it.
Yeah. I think maybe it is actually the kid and that it's connected to the shadows, which is why maybe he needs an invitation to go into the cab, rather than, surely if he's this all-powerful kid that kills truckers, just open the fucking door.
Yeah.
Open the door, drag the guy out, be done with it. But does he need an invitation because he's connected to the shadows?
I don't think he needs an invitation.
Then why didn't he just open the door?
Because the door could be locked. And the guy would just drive off. He was trying to get him out to follow him.
But does he need
You don't know how powerful this guy... This kid might not have any strength at all. He could be leading it. I have a theory he's not... The kid isn't the problem. It's whatever it's attached to is the problem.
Right, okay. We'll soon see.
Where were we?
I slammed the gear stick into drive. My foot stomped on the accelerator. The truck lurched forward, tyres spinning on the gravel for a terrifying second before they bit into the asphalt. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly. Asphalt. I didn't look at it. I couldn't. I stared straight ahead, my knuckles white on the steering wheel, the cab vibrating around me. The truck surged forward, gaining speed with agonizing slowness. For a horrible moment, I imagined that tube thing whipping out and trying to snag the trailer, to pull me back, to drag me into the woods. I imagined that small figure, with his ancient, terrible voice, somehow keeping pace. I risked a glance in my driver's side mirror. It was standing there, on the shoulder, unmoving. The headlights of the departing truck cast its small silhouette into sharp relief. And behind it, the dark tube was still visible, a thick, obscene cord snaking back into the endless night of the forest. It didn't seem to be retracting or moving. It was just. The thing didn't pursue. It just stood and watched me go. And that somehow was almost worse. The sheer confidence, the patience, like it knew there would be others. Or maybe it was just annoyed that this particular attempt had failed. I drove. I didn't know for how long. I just drove. My foot was welded to the floor. The engine screamed. I watched the speedometer needle climb, fast past any legal safe limit for a rig that size, on a road that dark. I didn't care. The image of that thing, that child shape with its dark umbilical cord to the woods, that voice, that awful grinding voice, asking its horrifying question, was burned into the inside of my eyelids. I must have driven for an hour, maybe more, at speeds that should have gotten me killed or arrested, before the adrenaline started to fade, replaced by a bone-deep shaking exhaustion that was profound more than any fatigue I'd ever known. My hands were trembling so violently I could barely keep the wheel straight, tears streaming down my face, not from sadness, but from sheer unaltered terror and relief. When the first hint of dawn started to grey the eastern sky, and my phone finally beeped, indicating a single bar of service, I pulled over at the first wide spot I could find. I practically fell out of the cab, vomiting onto the gravel until there was nothing but dry heaves. I sat there on the cold ground, shaking, for a long time, watching the sun come up, trying to convince myself that it had been some sort of dream, hallucination brought on by exhaustion.
One thing I think it's done really well is kind of paint the picture of fear in the truck driver. You can see how scared he was. He kind of reacted as well. What I like is how every human, I feel like, would have reacted. Went to stop, but didn't give too much.
He wasn't stupid.
He wasn't stupid. Started seeing things he questioned, and then the minute the kid spoke to him in a demonic voice, he was like, "I'm out of here."
Yeah,
and he did everything, and then he panicked the whole drive. He was saying how he was describing vividly how he was panicking, and then as soon as he got service and sunlight was coming up, he pulled over, and I'm assuming he's going to call the police or something like that straight away now. He seems like a really rational,
just a normal
horror
guy.
Movie protagonist. Yeah. So it's but yeah, so
he made the right call.
Yeah, definitely. Right, let's read on.
But I knew it wasn't. The detail of that tube, the voice, the question. You don't hallucinate something that specific, that coherent, that utterly alien. I never reported it. Who would I report it to? What would I say?
Well, officer, I saw a little kid who was actually an ancient cosmic horror tethered to the woods by the nightmare umbilical cord, and it got mad because I didn't want it to be its dinner.
They would have locked me up, breathalyzed me, drug tested me, sent me for a psych evil. I finished that run on autopilot, dropped the load, drove my rig back to the yard, and I quit. I told them I was burned out, needed a break. They tried to convince me to stay, offered me different routes, more pay, but I just couldn't.
Sorry, so finish paragraph.
Every time I closed my eyes, I saw that kid, that tube, that woods. Every dark road felt like a trap.
See, you don't have to quit your job, especially if they're offering you more money.
Logically,
just keep driving next time. See a kid now, fuck that kid. Keep driving.
Logically, he's not going to come across a kid again.
Yeah, and just never do that route again. Or if you do, just foot to the floor, go through, run
kid,
that little kid over.
When he sees when he sees you in that cab again, he knows he ain't got a chance.
Oh, I guess he's like traumatized though. He's got to be traumatized. But it's he's right. I called that he's probably going to call the police now. But it's even more rational saying what would I say?
Yeah, no one's going to
you
believe
would.
him.
Like, imagine if you saw that. What would you? There should be like a paranormal hotline you can call in situations like this.
Ghostbusters.
There should be a Ghostbusters. There's probably are real Ghostbusters. Yeah. Oh, it's that Taps. Do you ever watch them?
No.
It was like those what are they? They were like ghost. Yeah, you've 100% watched them. I think they go into houses and they're like, oh, it's getting warmer in here. It's like phasmophobia.
Oh shit, YouTube.
Yeah. Like,
those guys.
I'm sweating. Did you hear that? Knock twice if you're here. Knock, knock, knock. Oh my God, he knocked 3 times. That's 2 and a 1.
I used to watch that that BBC show where it's like that woman goes around all the old houses.
I don't know, I don't remember.
Oh, and she's like, is it haunted in here? And they used to get out these little like it used to be literally like the dials off Ghostbusters, and you could tell it was some cheap tap.
It's probably like a metal detector or something like that.
Right, so he needs a Ghostbusters, but logically there isn't one.
We don't even know if it's a ghost. Could be a demon. You need an exorcism. You need some priests to come through and start throwing holy water.
If I was a trucker, I'd call you.
No, you're on your own.
The what?
Fuck that.
You'd leave me.
That shit sounds scary. What do you want me to do if you were a trucker and you were like 500 miles away from home? Yeah, drive on.
Yeah, fix it.
What do you want me to do? Go beat the kid up?
I don't know. I think you'd have to come on all my runs with me.
Well, I might as well. So I quit my job and just sit in your cab all day.
Yeah. Or you'd have to be on we'd have to phone call or FaceTime constantly.
Yeah, so I can hear you get murdered by a demon.
Well,
what's the point? That achieves nothing.
But I wouldn't want to be alone.
Hey, you got the demon. He speaks English.
Well, I'm not going to take that route again, am I? He speaks English as if he'd speak a different language.
Right.
I found a local job, something that keeps me home at night. I don't drive in remote areas anymore if I can help it, especially not at night. I still have nightmares. Sometimes when I'm very tired, driving home late from somewhere, I'll see a flicker on the edge of my vision on the side of the road. My heart will try to beat its way out of my chest. I don't know what that thing was. An alien? A demon? Something else? Something that doesn't fit into our neat little categories? All I know is it's out there, and it's patient, and it seems to have learned that its old tricks aren't as effective as they used to be.
Why the fuck are humans smarter now?
That question haunts me. It implies they weren't always. It implies that once upon a time, we were easier. That maybe, just maybe, people like me, tired and alone on dark roads, used to just step out of the cab when asked, and were never seen again. So if you're ever driving on one of those long, lonely stretches of road, deep in the night, and you see something you can't explain, maybe just keep driving. Maybe being smarter now means knowing when not to stop, knowing when to ignore that little voice telling you to help, because what's asking for help might not be what it seems. Stay safe out there, and for God's sake, stay on well-lit roads.
So,
I like it.
I liked it. I think
7 out of 10.
I think my only critiques, not with the writing. I think the writing was very good. I think the dialogue was very good and realistic. But I do feel it does leave me wanting more.
Yes, absolutely.
Which is a good and bad thing. Like, I would like to know what the umbilical cord was for. Like, obviously, I would like to know. Like, at the end, I was kind of expecting, like, I'd walked in my living room and there was an umbilical cord running through my room. Like, it was something that I feel like that could have gone on. But obviously, it's kind of cool as well. It kind of shows that, like, this demon or whatever it was, and he highlighted in the end, has gotten weaker. Where it's before it would catch humans easily, and now obviously it's struggling. So maybe that's why, like, it was a small withered boy, because it hasn't fed. And it was like really, it'd be cool if there was a sequel from his perspective or something, where there was a news report of like a demon like ripping doors off of trucks on the same road. So he's learned to like just completely rip, and the guy's reading it and he's like, holy shit, like he's learned. This was like maybe like a month later, he's ripped 2 truckers dead from their doors ripped open.
Yeah.
Like literally like ripped off the hinges. That would have been a cool end, I feel like. But then maybe the author was going for more of a leave questions, which is still good. I'm still satisfied by it. It was enjoyable.
See, in my head, I want to know what that little local job is. Is he still driving, doing like little takeaways?
I think it implied he was driving still, like it said.
Because that's what I got. Is it like a takeout job where he just delivers people food? Because in that case, what I would have loved to see is the kids maybe follow him and be like, you're the one that got away. I don't fucking think so.
See, like, I found a local job, something that keeps me at home at night. I don't drive in remote areas, and so I think it's probably like a little Amazon job or something like that.
Yeah, he drives during the day. But maybe there could be like a circumstance where, I don't know, he has to make this delivery.
Yeah.
And it's been set up where he can go to this house and the kid's waiting for him in the house or something. I would have loved maybe just a follow-up of, there's a little evil part of me that wants this guy to die.
What?
Yeah.
I liked him.
I like him, but I also want to see him dead.
What was his name?
I don't know.
You never even learned his name?
No, he was never named.
I did.
What was his name?
Nothing. No, he was never named.
He was never named. Like, I just want to... there's a part of me... I just want to see the progression, because I feel like he's the one that got away.
What is worth doing it? There's possibility there's a sequel. I will quickly look. Do you want to quickly have a scan of the comments on it?
I think the comments... Yeah, I don't smoke anymore. Okay.
Finally, someone not dumb. Yeah.
Yeah.
This reminds me when people use children as laws. That's literally what was happening.
Yeah.
My heart was pounding for you. I would have never stopped. Hey. Yeah. So it's a lot of people seem to have the same opinions as us. That it was nice that he was smart but still scared. Like he
just had a very human reaction, and I feel that's really refreshing, because most people think that people are idiots. I'm sick of seeing fucking an idiot main character.
Yeah, definitely. I'm just having a quick look just to see.
But yeah, what I would have loved is the little kid. Like, he admits, like, kids aren't, people aren't stupid anymore. Like, they're not getting out of their cabs. What happens if the kid, like, somehow dials up this delivery service and get the guys to go out there? It's like a meal to your doorstep sort of thing for the kid. Meal on wheels.
What, the kid's delivering, or the kid is luring delivery drivers? So he has some like 1-bedroom flat and he's hiring people.
No, he's in the woods. The kid's in the woods.
Yeah, but why are they delivering? What's your address? The woods?
No. Like there must be like an abandoned house, like a hillbilly shack somewhere.
Okay, what would the address of that be?
I don't know. 123 hillbilly shack.
Okay, does he pay council tax?
I don't know.
You're not thinking of the logistics. That's the problem.
Fine. He shacks up with this old woman who lives in the middle of the woods, because he's tethered to this woods.
Why is an old woman? That doesn't seem very accessible for an old woman.
You're really grinding my gears here, because you're not actually...
We got to feel challenged. We got to challenge these opinions. But no, we're finished up now. That was a lot of reading for you. I felt quite bad. Maybe next time.
No, I don't mind it.
You don't mind it?
I don't mind it.
I think I've got to work on my kid voice. I'm trying to get better at the voice acting. What did you think of the
It got better
voice?
in the end.
Yeah, because I felt like I just did a normal voice and then the demonic one. But
you started off too hard and you couldn't maintain it.
Yeah, I couldn't maintain. My throat feels bad now, so it's But yeah, all right. Anything else you'd want to add?
No.
Right, thank you for watching. We are now on all streaming platforms, all big ones. YouTube, Apple Music, Spotify.
We're on Apple Music?
Yeah, we're on Apple Music now.
I don't even have Apple Music.
Neither do I, but we're on it. So yeah, if you give us a follow on all platforms, and thank you for listening. We'll see you next time.
See you in the next one.